Hello everyone, and welcome back to the second episode of Tasty Tuesday. So for today's episode, we will be making steak. So I'll show you guys this marbleization really quick. See, that looks really good. And for those of you at home who want to know what I will be using today to cook my steak is butter, onion, Himalayan pink salt, and some pepper. And then I will be cooking it in just a simple pan I got from the thrift store, and the one tool I will have is my knife. So the first things first, let's season this steak. So all I use is salt and pepper, but I use a lot of it. So I cover this whole thing in salt, and the reason for this is because when you're cooking it, most of it's gonna fall off anyways. So if you put a lot, you'll be able to taste it. And then I just make sure like every spot is covered in both salt and pepper. And then flip it. And another tip I like to use, if you're wondering why the salt or the pepper isn't really staying on it much, and it's looking really gross and not really like salt or pepper anymore, most likely the reason for that is your steak is still really wet. So I always dry mine off with some like paper towel before I start seasoning it, so then it won't get that like gross wet salt pepper mixture. And even if you want it to stick on even better, you can just press it in a little bit like this, and then finally with those sides you can just rub all that in. Now that we got that onion peeled, we will slice it up. All right, now that we got our onion cut up and our steak seasoned, I'm just gonna let this steak sit here for a little bit. While I wait for that, I'm gonna start my fire. So when making your fire, especially here, because it just rained, you really wanna make sure the fire is off the ground. So I'm gonna start with putting all the big logs at the bottom so that I can get the littler ones up top where it's dry. And my favorite way to get the fire started easily is pine cones. So throughout the year you can just collect them and keep them for this very reason, that whenever you want to start a fire, especially when it's colder, you just take them and use them now. All right guys, and now that I got the fire going pretty good, I'm just gonna put the pan right on top of here. If I can get it to stay, just like that. So even though it looks like it's not going very well, it's still going strong under there and heating it up. So it's time to start cooking, and proof that it's still really hot. See how fast that butter sizzles? All right, so first things first, just move this butter around a little bit. And now it's time to put in the steak. Ooh, look at that sizzle. So while that's cooking nice and good, I'm also gonna add in our onions. And once you start to see that blood coming through, that's gonna be the time to flip it. So, oh, look at that. All right, guys, so now it's about done, and I'm gonna move it over to the cook board. All right, let's see what it looks like inside. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you this steak one last time. Look at this. So good. Here, if you guys can see, it's a little pink in the center. Usually I like it more rare, but this is only my second time cooking steak. If you're real ones, you'll know in a few videos ago I talked about how I tried cooking steak and it failed. This time, it sort of failed because the fire went out halfway through and I was freaking out. That's why it's kind of burnt, because one side wasn't cooked enough, and then it just got, so it wasn't really that hot, and then all of a sudden it just got really hot. But but all in all, this steak is delicious. Look at that, so tender, just peels away. That is because it's fat, but so good. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like so I know that the video is doing good. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a comment if you liked it. I'll do more like this. Also leave suggestions on what foods I should cook next. Eventually, I probably will retry doing this steak because I'm still not happy with the end result. It looks a little burnt on camera, but it's pretty good in person. But if you guys could leave a like, that'd mean a lot, because this video was just a hassle to make. The fire went out, my phone died. That's what I've been filming on for higher quality, so my mom had to come out and bring out her phone, and it was just a mess to make. So hopefully next time I make the video, it'll go a little bit smoother. I'll have my phone charged 100%. But if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like. That'll show me that I should keep making these kind of videos. Remember to leave in the comments suggestions on what food I should try next. I'm happy to cook lots of things. I just need suggestions. I think a future project that I'll be doing is cooking seasoned bacon out here. I saw it in the store when I was picking up the steak, so I also purchased that. And it looks like it'd be really good to cook. So I'll try that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna enjoy this steak, and I'll see you guys this Saturday with the normal upload. Bye.